Alrighty, let's go. Welcome to the jungle, baby. We at it. We here. Hold on. Week 4, Loki, episode 4, official reaction going down. Welcome to Raw Reviews. Raw Real Reviews with Shef, man. I'm your hostess, Shef, with the mostest, man. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the episode I've been waiting for. My predictions were right. What's up, Game Master? My predictions were right. Well, some of them. But man, this was a great and wonderful episode. Hold on, let me turn the mic down. I think I might be a little loud, so I'm turning the mic down. Y'all let me know in the chat if I'm loud and y'all can hear me as well. But oh man, this is a great episode. This is great. Man, this episode flew by so fast too, man. Oh my god. What time for me right now? It's 1:06 a.m. Game Master. Yeah, man, we stayed up late because we had to watch. Every Tuesday. It's an annual tradition for those of you guys that don't know. Raw Reviews with Shef. It's always going down. Y'all know we always out here reacting to the #1 show in the world right now, Loki, man. This man, whew, they really killing it, man. I'm really excited. Like I see what the hype was about. I really see what the hype was about. I really do. But man, we finna break this episode down bit by bit. We gonna tell y'all what was our favorite moments, what was our favorite scenes, and you guys also be sure to tell us you guys' favorite moments, favorite scenes. My cat Simba, he's chasing a dragonfly right now. Get him. I hope you can get him. Shout out to Simba, by the way. Simba, J. Garfield, man. My guy got 500 followers this past week. Man, there's been a lot of stuff going on since I last seen you guys, man. As you see, we got the new setup. You guys are in the jungle with your boy. You know what I'm saying? We came down to watch some Loki. But man, oh my god. We gotta talk about this episode. Me and Miss M will react. You guys let us know your thoughts below about the episode in the chat as well. But man, John W says Marvel with another banger. Man, you know what? It's becoming a current thing, man. Episode 4s have always been the bangers, man. Episode 4s have always been the bangers. Like I said, Marvel do not miss. That post-credit scene! Woo! That post-credit scene, man. Marvel, man. Woo! Man, they know what they doing, man. R.I.P. Morbius, man. R.I.P. Morbius. So let's get some R.I.P. Morbius going on in the chat right now. I'm going to tweak a few settings just to make sure y'all can hear me and see me good. Y'all also let me know if y'all can hear me and see me good. But holy shit, man. This episode, man. Whew, I don't even know where we begin. But fortunately, you know, we write notes and stuff like that, and we keep up with the episode. But let us know in the chat you guys' favorite moments in the episode below, and we're gonna get started. Miss M, how you doing?
I'm good.
How you feeling?
Episode.
Oh my god, this was a crazy episode. John W in the chat says Marvel with another banger.
You're right.
Yo, Marvel in these episode 4s, man, like they haven't missed. They haven't missed, and you know, you just gotta sit back and watch this beauty. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, they really did their thing. First thoughts from the episode before we watch it back.
Some of it I predicted, some of it I kind of saw coming, and for some of it I was just like, oh my god. We'll get into it, but damn, there was just twists and turns that I didn't see coming, and wow.
Yeah. I was right about Renslayer. I knew it. I wasn't late on the sus train this time, guys. I was there with you guys, you know what I'm saying, the whole time I was there. I knew she was sus from the moment she appeared on screen. Paul says Timekeepers pulled the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, man, I was kind of shocked from the beginning, like when they revealed the Timekeepers and like how they were talking to them and stuff like that. And I was like, oh shit, like I was kind of trying to even when we got in there with them, I was kind of like, these are the guys. You know, but then to figure out what actually happened.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
Oh shit! Oh shit! John said Sylvie was not turning down no face. She wanted all smoke.
Sure.
Hey, facts. Yo, man.
My girl can fight.
Sylvie been hunted since she was a child, man. Like, you know, and this just tells you more and more about her backstory. Like, it's just, she's definitely one of the greatest characters so far. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
In this series, she's just been like every scene that she's in, she continues the magic from her debut episode and continue to like just flourish and develop as a character. I really love her. Would you say she's your favorite character this far?
Yeah, she's definitely my favorite. I loved Mobius, but man, she's definitely my favorite character. She's the John Walker of this series.
She really is.
Yeah,
she really is.
Sure.
Marvel is doing a great job with these like casting for these supporting characters to come in and steal the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It all started in WandaVision with Captain Han because she came in out of nowhere, stole the show. It was Agatha all along. She came and stole the show. Then John Walker comes in on Falcon Winter Soldier, steal the show, and now Sylvie.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Marvel, it's not missing, man. They are not missing. They are not missing. But let's go ahead and start, you know, the breakdown off step by step. I know you wrote a lot of notes, so I'm gonna pretty much feed off of what you wrote because I was feeling the same stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'm just wait till she, you know, say what she gotta say, and I'm gonna add on to it. But before we get into that, I'm going to address John's comment. He says, we predicted the Sylvie versus Renslayer. We did, man. I didn't think Renslayer would be this super sus, man. Like,
God damn.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like she got a personal agenda against Loki's. You know, what do you think about that?
I feel like, I mean, that's how that whole episode started, showing her like basically getting fooled by Sylvie as a child. She got fooled by a child Sylvie.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure that that's like one thing on her record that she's never gotten over, that she's never like, you know, lived down or whatever. It's just something that's always probably haunted her. So she probably has like her own vendetta against Sylvie. That's just kind of how I see it.
And she's taking it out on all Lokis?
Yeah, because technically they're all Loki variants. She may not have known that at the time. I don't know whether she knew that at the time or not, but
so Renslayer is really a Loki hater. You know, do you think that's what it is? Because even that end credit scene, like, all right, we getting ahead of ourselves. We getting ahead of ourselves. We gonna break this thing down step by step. You guys let us know how y'all feel about the episode in the comments, but we go continue to break this down step by step. But what did you have?
No, just the episode started, you know, with kind of like the flashback of Renslayer and the TVA, and we thought it was Kid Loki, and it is Kid Loki technically, but it's like Sylvie's childhood essentially. So it was interesting because, I mean, what little kid has the like presence of mind to like, okay, I'm gonna steal this time pad. I was paying attention and I saw it. I'm gonna steal it, figure out how it works, and then just it really kind of seemed like Renslayer let her go though. Did you get that vibe?
When she was a kid?
In the scene, you see her steal Renslayer's temp pad.
Okay.
And then go run over to the portal, but it really looks like Renslayer's just like defeated and just lets her go.
Yeah.
You know, and it's there happening right in front of a judge.
Yeah.
You know, so I was a little confused by that. Why she didn't even try to stop her, or why, you know, it just kind of seemed like, okay, go. You know, if it's such a big deal that she's, you know, screwing with the timeline, then they knew that. So, I mean, it's interesting. What do you think about that? I
think Renslayer. I think one of the Lokis, maybe Sylvie in particular, did something to Renslayer when she did something to her. So I think Renslayer really is trying to go. She tried to go for the earliest Loki she could to take out, but I think she really wanted to take out that particular Sylvie Loki, and I think Renslayer is the one that fucked everything up. Renslayer is the one that went in the past and fucked things up, and this is why the timeline is all like fucked up. Because she tried to go back and take Sylvie out when she was a kid, and even kid Sylvie outsmarted her. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my prediction now, going forward. But man, what
John W noticed it too. He said she looked sad. It was just like it was a weird reaction to me. She didn't seem pissed. She just kind of looked defeated, and it was confusing, honestly, because I just didn't understand why it was that way. Yeah. And I really want to know, like, I mean, Sylvia was trying to figure out too, like, what the hell did I do at that point in my life to deserve to be, you know, arrested for my crimes against whatever sacred timeline. She's a kid.
Yeah.
And so, does Renslayer know like what's going to happen in the future? Could she have? I mean, I guess so, right? Because they see all of time.
Yeah.
So they're going back in time to stop it. But I mean, as a child, how could she have known that? You know?
Yeah.
Because if they don't take her here, she doesn't escape and become that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's why I said I think it's Renslayer's fault for all this stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see like during this time period, she didn't even tell her like what she did.
No, yeah.
You know? They still didn't even tell her what she did. Even when like she got brought in as a kid, like, you know, she doesn't seem bad. You know? So like it's really I think Renslayer got beef with Sylvie. That's really what this really is. Yeah. Renslayer got beef with Sylvie and she's trying to take her out, but she messed up and now things is falling all over the place. That's what I really think is going down. But Renslayer, man, like I was kind of liking her, man, but now she's just completely evil. She's completely evil, man, and I don't know, man. This show is like really getting like good. Like it's just, I ain't gonna lie, it's knocking my socks off. Yes, I admit it. The show is finally knocking my socks off, guys. Like I didn't honestly expect it to blow my socks off, but this episode it blew my socks off. And like, man, this. The amount of stuff they did in this episode was crazy. It was crazy, man.
In a 49-minute.
It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Before the show, we was doing the pre-show, and I was taking a fat nap. I was tired. Yeah. I was sleepy. I was snoring. But man, this episode just rejuvenated me and woke me up, and I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Mm-hmm. But man, like, whew, this is getting good. This is getting good.
Yeah.
But.
No, Logan's lover said, I knew that once someone was pruned, they would not be dead. So that's part of the end reveal. We can talk about that more. But, man, how would you know?
What do you guys think about Morbius's character during this episode? Drop in the chat. What do you guys think? Where do you guys think his character is headed? Obviously, if you guys are here, you guys obviously know what happened to him. R.I.P. Or, you know, best wishes to wherever he is right now.
Wouldn't he be in the same space as the Loki variants? Maybe he's going to help them there. That's what I was thinking. But we're getting ahead, kind of.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
Paul Loco said, yeah, I agree, Em. She said she doesn't remember, so they probably wiped her memory after that happened. Wiped Renslayer's after that happened? But she kind of is, like, sitting there remembering just that section. But she did tell Sylvie, you know, what happened, why did you arrest me? And she's like, I don't remember. I don't know if she was just being like a jerk to try to tell her like I don't care about you. I really don't remember. It wasn't even significant to me. We just arrested you, or she genuinely doesn't remember.
I think she remembers, and I think Renslayer is really trying to play this like tough guy character. I feel like she's dealing with something and she feel like she can't confide in anybody and tell them the truth. Like, cause like Morbius was her dog. You would think like really close. Like in the show, Renslayer is the closest with Morbius.
Yeah, even later on they say like our friendship, it's like once in a lifetime. It's worth fighting for. Blah blah blah. It's like shit with friends.
But
like
she
that.
erased this man with the quickness.
Yes.
Come on now. Come on.
Logan's lover says I just had a really strong feeling. If Loki got pruned, it's obviously a dead giveaway that they aren't fully dead. I meant before, like tonight's episode.
Yeah.
I thought they were dead.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
For sure.
I don't know what the hell is going on, to be honest with you. I have no idea what's going on.
What do you think of the Timekeepers? What was your initial, like, obviously we know that it's a whole Wizard of Oz thing and they're fake, but what did you think of the Timekeepers when you first saw them? They really were space lizards?
Yeah, that was, like, literally my first thought. I was like, man, they're space lizards, and, like, I was really kind of interested to see, like, their powers and stuff like that, but, that got spoiled, really fast. And it was really like a Wizard of Oz twist, but we didn't get to see who was, the actual Wizard of Oz. But I mean, we got 2 more episodes left, and man, whew.
I love that they did the reveal in 1 episode. That they didn't carry it over. They they let us know it now, so that now we're like, oh shit, we still have 2 episodes left. We did a lot, still.
For real.
Paul Loco said, after we found out the TVA are variants, I thought they didn't die. John W. thinks Kang could be behind it all. I was wondering about
everybody's saying Kang.
Well, because they keep talking about that's Renslayer's lover in the comics. So
you know what? I'm address this whole Kang situation right now because I don't think nobody around the internet has said this yet. But even though all the signs point to Kang, And like, you know, we see all these statues, we see all these things. We can't Mephisto this thing like, you know, how we did with WandaVision. Everybody in WandaVision was like, oh my God, Mephisto's finally gonna show up. Oh my God, Mephisto is the rabbit. Oh my God, Mephisto is Quicksilver. But Mephisto never showed up in WandaVision. And everybody was sad and, oh, Mephisto. And now it's a running joke like with Mephisto and like all the series and stuff like that. So, you know, we don't know if it's Kang. We don't know if it's Kang.
Right.
So we gotta slow the Kang train down. We gotta slow the Kang train down because Marvel has not one time come out and said anything about Kang other than he gonna be in Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's all we know about Kang in the MCU. So we gotta slow the Kang train down. I don't care about the connection in the comics. The MCU does whatever the hell they want to do. They take, you know, adaptations from the comics and just spin it around and do whatever the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So, as much as I want to be on the Kang train, we gotta slow the Kang train down. We gotta slow it down.
All right. Paul Loco said, B20 made me emotional. Like, did she see herself with a family from the past? I thought the same thing. She's like, I was happy.
Yeah.
And she's over there crying about it. I'm like, damn. She actually, I ended up liking her. She was kind of a hard ass throughout the show, but man, her character is just completely changed now that she sees she had a past. And I love that she was perfectly fine with turning on the TVA after she figured out the truth.
That's what happened to C20 too, man. We ain't even got to that, but
R.I.P. She's well, I don't know if she's really dead. I mean, they said deceased.
I mean, but we don't know if they like
pruned her. And...
Yeah, they could have shot her. Or they could have like stabbed her.
I wonder if do you think Renslayer and them know what happens after you get pruned?
Yeah, Renslayer knows everything.
How would they know if you haven't been pruned though?
I think Renslayer knows the ins and outs of this whole operation, and she's just not like. She's just not revealing information. Like, she's going to have to reveal it now that, you know, female Loki, or Sylvie, you know, is on her ass. But Renslayer knows what's going on.
Yeah, you're right. Logan's Lover said, well, before this episode, I just really thought they would live after being pruned. When Mobius got pruned, I started to think if you were pruned, you'd be dead because, you know, Marvel always has to kill. That's true, and that was a big moment, man. I was like, oh my God, not Mobius.
Oh, man, my heart sunk. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. My heart sunk on this couch. I was like, oh, I was like, Mobius, man. You know, and like, when that happened, I was like, okay, I'm into this now. Like, you know, like, I was like, man, like, Mobius, man, all he wanted was a jet ski, and you just zap his ass.
So, early prediction, I really think Mobius is gonna, like, come back somehow from wherever the Loki variants and him are. After being pruned and just kind of like have a face-to-face with Renslayer and just be like, I can't believe he did that shit.
Big question of the night, all right? And y'all let us know in the chat what y'all think below. Do you think Mobius is going to get that chance to see Renslayer again and be like... Do y'all think they're going to see each other again in the series and he's going to get answers to why he was zapped? You know? Because for all we know, maybe she zapped him to save him. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, you know.
What a twist.
What a twist, you know. We don't know who the hell these timekeepers is now. The lizards are dead. The machines are broken. The Ultron lizards are gone. So we don't know what the hell is going on.
Interesting. It's so funny that she said on Ultron because Cousins Productions film said, I really wonder if it's Ultron because Ultron is an android and so was the timekeepers. Also, Ultron is intelligent. Does this take place before or after
Good theory.
Ultron?
This is way after Ultron.
Way after.
Well, actually, let us know in the chat. Yeah. I want to say this has to take place after Ultron. It does. Okay. Because this technically still takes place right after Endgame. You know, we're just following the Loki story that was supposed to, you know, get erased a long time ago. So technically, this does happen after the well, in a way it does and in a way it doesn't. It's kind of weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
John W. said Renslayer got a revolver.
Yo, Renslayer got the strap, man.
Sure do. Logan's Lover said B20 went from being so aggressive to suddenly being all sad, so she must have saw her family or something. I agree. Or like
she's seen something.
A husband or a lover or something that just, you know, she saw how happy she was. Or even kids. If she saw her kids and just realized like, oh my God, they're without their mom. You know, they don't have me. Like, oh. Yeah. That was pretty heart-wrenching. That was a good one. Paul Loco said Renslayer knows a lot of stuff since she wasn't too surprised the timekeepers were robots. That's true. She didn't really have a reaction.
Yeah, she knew. She knew.
You think she knows who they really are?
I think she knows more than she's letting on. Renslayer knows. Renslayer is Sharon. Renslayer is the Sharon of the series, bro.
Hella sus.
She really is. She knows everything that's going down.
Hella sus. Before
you get into that, I want to say we finally got our cameo. You know that I've been asking
Sif?
for. Yeah.
Lady Sif.
I had no idea it was gonna be. Somebody said it would be Thor.
I did. I think.
But it ended up being from the Thor universe, which was Lady Sif. So that's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't expect that.
No.
I did not expect to see a Lady Sif show up in Loki. And like the setup is so perfect because like they hate each other. You know? And it's so funny, like no matter what he says, she still like feels the same way.
Oh yeah.
And it's so funny. But I think this was a great scene for like Loki like reflecting upon himself.
Right.
You know? Because I feel like he's really trying to change. I feel like after spending time with Sylvie, he's really like, you know, like damn, like I can kind of see things from another perspective, like how I am, you know? So it's kind of like, you know, through this whole series we see like, you know, him looking on the inside out, you know, like kind of like, you know, because like you kind of feel for him this whole episode because like most of the time he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
He's not trying to be like, he's not trying to be mischievous or conniving. He's like, this is the truth. You know?
I think he genuinely cares about Mobius and considers him to be a friend. And it's like he even revealed, you know, when they were walking him in, I'm just afraid to be alone. You know? And that's a hard thing to admit and a hard thing to be to, because at this point he doesn't know what he is. Is he dead? Is he sentenced here forever? Does he have to live in this infinite memory loop? Like, you know, it's a hard thing to come to, and I think it served some good with him for this part of it, you know. Logan's Lover said, Cousins Productions, let's be real, that's probably not what it is, but holy shit, if that is right, that would be insane.
Which prediction is he talking about?
She's talking about Ultron. That would be insane.
Ooh, if he was Ultron, oh my god.
Right.
If Ultron's coming back and he's the new bad, oh my god. All these people talking shit about Ultron and how he wasn't shit. And, but I honestly think Marvel isn't gonna do that. I don't see Marvel going back to an old baddie. I just see them doing something new. But let us know you guys' predictions in the chat. Who knows?
I love Paul Loco's prediction. He said Mobius is going to ride off on the sunset on a jet ski at the end of the series. I really hope that happens.
Y'all think so?
I hope so. Just for him.
He deserves it, man.
Right. Rishi Bakata said, Tom Holland, am I dead? No, but you will be if you don't come with us. Pans to Maguire, Garfield, and Spider-Verse Miles.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't do that to us, Loki. Don't do that to it. This show really is setting up some real big shit though. And I'm gonna go off with my bold prediction at the end of the stream, but we got some ways to go before we get there. But drop y'all bold predictions for the series going forward in the chat. What else you got for us?
Logan's Lover said, well, I mean, you never really know when it took place because in one of the episodes it said the great timekeepers planned for the Avengers to go back in time, so it could be whenever.
True.
That's true.
That's true. I still don't think it's Ultron though, guys. I just don't see Marvel going back to a character. I don't know. I don't know. I just really think they're trying to do something new and shape up something different. So, I don't see it to be Ultron, but who knows? Who knows?
John W. said, I like how Mobius taunted Renslayer with him talking about riding a jet ski. He did actually. Now that I think about it.
What did he say?
He was talking about, because she was kept asking him, if you can go anywhere in the timeline, where would it be? And then right before she prunes him, he tells her, you know where I'd go? I'd go and I'd ride a jet ski to the life I had before you guys wiped my memory, or whatever he said to her. But basically, like, talking shit right there. And he probably didn't even think she'd prune him. He probably
I didn't think it.
No.
I didn't.
I thought for sure she'd prune Loki right then and there, but she went for him.
Renslayer, man, is a savage.
She is ruthless.
A savage.
Oh my god, she was ruthless.
Oh my
god. So then I was thinking about the whole Loki Sylvie scene, or Loki Mobius scene, but talking about Sylvie, what do you think about all that? That Loki finally has a heart, and of course Loki being Loki fell in love with himself.
Yeah.
But what do you think about all that?
I love it. I honestly love it, man. And I honestly love how Loki feels the way he feels, but no matter throughout the episode, he's getting shamed or like people telling him like, man, whatever. Like we kind of been getting this whole theme like throughout the whole episode. People trying to tell Loki who he is.
Yeah.
You know, and like he's proving people wrong because he keeps like he's really building himself as a character. Like I feel like throughout these 4 episodes, he's had a lot of character development already. Yeah. Like just as a character, and I feel like he's like really like trying to change, but it's just the TVA and Renslayer and even Mobius until he got his ass fucking zapped. He was telling them like, man, whatever, you the same, man, you know. Mm-hmm. But Loki is really changing, man. I see Loki really changing.
Hella character.
Loki's son is really changing out here, man.
He really is. Logan's lover said, yeah, like I said, it isn't very likely it's Ultron, but that would be great. Personally, I hope that there's a new person above it all. Someone never mentioned the comics or anything. That'd be kind of cool. Have they ever created somebody out of, not from the comics or having a comic background?
I don't think they have, and I don't think they're going towards that yet. I think in the future they will, because, I mean, to this day there are still comics and stuff being printed, so they're always going to have stories and stuff to, like, adapt from. But I don't know if it's going to be... I think it's going to be a while before they just kind of create a whole different, like, thing out of the fucking blue, like, in a series. Mm-hmm. Because, like, guys, at the end of the day, it's a business. Like, Marvel has the shows, but Marvel has comics as well. Mm-hmm. So they kind of want people to buy the comics still, right. It's just so you can see what happens on the big screen,
That's true.
And have these theories and talk about Mephisto and Kang and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Steve on the moon, come on, man. Y'all gotta be smart. Marvel and Disney. Come on. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah. Well, so take me back to a little bit of that scene where they're just like watching their demise. Like they're watching the planet Lamentis just getting bombarded by all those meteors or whatever, and they're just having like a moment. It was a really sweet scene for me. Like it just felt so real. Like he finally realized like, oh my God, I care for her. And, they're watching there, and she asks him, do you think what makes a Loki is that we lose? And he foreshadows it, too. It's foreshadowing when he says, we may lose, but we don't die. And he's, basically saying, like, you escaped the TVA, blah, 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 blah. Like, encouraging her, telling her, like, you're amazing, basically. And I think it's interesting that she hides in all the chaotic events, right? The apocalypse events. And you can't see her. You can't see any type of variance on the timeline when she's hidden there. His feelings for her created a Nexus event. Remember, he's like, Mobius was like, I've never even seen a spike like that. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, is that caused by his feelings for her? Is that
I think
what caused
it is.
that?
I think it is.
Man.
I think it is because it's 2 Lokis, and you guys in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. It's 2 Lokis in the same spot. And just, I feel like their energy created, like, what is it, their temporal aura they were talking about in the show or something like that. And I think they were able to see that, and that's how they were able to find them. But I want to say this is probably I want to know, and what do you guys think in the chat? Like, do you guys think this is the first time that 2 Lokis have, like, I don't want to say met because that post-credit scene kind of showed us a whole lot of Lokis.
Yeah. That's true.
But, like, is this the first time 2 Lokis like actually made this kind of progress and got this far? Because we've seen when 2 Lokis met, like we seen when Sylvie and Loki first met, they were at each other's necks.
Yeah.
They weren't working together because like that's not the Loki way. But I feel like this Loki, the Loki that we have, is like he's really about to change some shit up. He like, oh my God, he's like he knows a lot of information, and I think he's gotten farther than any other Loki, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. He's just the most ambitious one, probably.
Yeah.
Superior, as he would say. Logan's lover said, I think Mysterio is a new person never mentioned in the comments. I might be wrong, though.
I think Mysterio was in the comics. I want to say he was in the comic. I think I've seen some Mysterio comics before.
Interesting. You would know more than I would. Mm-hmm. John W. said Sylvie was looking like Black Widow when they were sitting down on Lamentis. She hella looked like Black Widow.
She did.
I wonder if that's on purpose for some reason.
I think so.
You think? Like to fool people when it first came out with like sneak peeks and stuff?
Yeah.
Shit.
Marvel knows what they're doing.
They did a good job because she looked like Black Widow.
Black Widow in theaters in 2 weeks.
John W. is asking if Sylvie has the same feelings for Loki, and he hopes she does. I would think so. It's like you were saying, the aura of the 2 of them together.
Yeah. She
may have been feeling things, and that's what caused, the 2 of them together to feel that aura and that to happen. Mm-hmm. She may just not have said it out loud.
Yeah. And Sylvie's never really interacted with somebody like this, you know.
That's true.
All her life, she's been in like apocalyptic situations, you know. Dang, that man, Marvel is doing a great job at like connecting this stuff to like real like
feelings.
Like, because like now we understand why Sylvie was feeling the way she felt. Like she grew up around chaotic, apocalyptic environments.
Yeah.
So it took a crazy guy like Loki to really just go through the crazy stuff with her, for her to like really break down and like we see who she is. Mm-hmm. You know, she's a butterfly. You know, but her wings have just been cut, so she feels like abused and bruised. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like this is beautiful storytelling by Marvel once again. Third time is the charm. Beautiful storytelling by Marvel. We gotta give them a round of applause.
Yes.
We gotta give them a game. Man. Beautiful storytelling. Beautiful. So far.
Right. Barbara on Facebook said, perhaps Loki of the future has created this time variant world as a part of being burdened with glorious purpose.
Ooh. I like that. So like I don't know. Who knows? We don't know anything right now. This is crazy.
Seriously. Oh my God. Paul Loco said Mysterio's in the Spider-Man comics. Oh, thank you.
He's in
Thank
Spider-Man.
you for telling us that. Yeah. And then he also said, if all the Lokis are alive, I want to see the Hulk Loki we saw a hologram of in episode 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting Loki to see.
Man.
He also said there's a black Loki, Laufey, the king of the Frost Giants, as his dad. Must have been surprised when the baby was born and a lizard Loki. Old man Loki had the original Loki costume from the comics.
You talking about the post-credit scene?
I think that's what he's talking about. Okay. It went kind of quick for me, so I didn't get to see it, but I mean, I think that's what it looked like. You know what I was thinking? It's interesting to me that Mobius is such a why kid. I know we talk about that, the kids that ask why all the time. I mean, just with him insisting on trying to talk to C20, you know, and Renslayer having to tell him, well, she's dead, you know. Yep. He's always trying to get to the bottom of things and trying to figure out the truth. I feel like he was the perfect, you know, type of character to meet this Loki. Yeah. And I wonder if like Renslayer regrets that, because she had to have known that's Mobius's personality, right?
Yeah. So Renslayer, man.
She hella is. What was the next scene that really caught your attention?
This scene that we're watching right here, just Renslayer and Mobius conversations, like. We kind of see the dynamic take like a toll, like a fall. She knows, like she's smart. Yeah. Renslayer is smart, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's even asking like, why you won't let me talk to Sylvie? What's going on? Like, this is my job, you know? Yeah. So it's like, Renslayer, there's something going on. She don't want to reveal the info. She knows the information. Right. I'm looking at her face right now. She knows what's going on, but she trying to tell everybody all this crap and like wrap everybody around in circles and stuff. Like, nah, she knows exactly what's going on, but I don't know if it's her like obligation to, you know, the Lizard Man or whoever it is. But she just don't want to reveal this information.
You know what's interesting is that, oh my God, I had a thought and I just lost it. Shit. No, yeah, I just lost my thought.
We got some more chats popping up. We can get to some chats.
All right. John W said this could some kind of back pocket realm where it's filled variants and everything that they got erased with those time changes. Like a back pocket realm.
Do you think like another timeline? Is that what you're saying? Who's that, John?
John. Mm-hmm.
Do you think? Well, I mean, I think there's definitely there's about to be a multiverse war. Like that's definitely about to happen. Like you guys tuck your seats in for that. There's about to be a multiverse war. Because like the problem for Renslayer now, is not only does she have like, you know, 2 Lokis conspiring against her, she got her own soldiers. Like what the fuck? Yeah. When you got the muscle confused, oh my God, it's a wrap. When your soldiers are like, yo, what am I doing here? What's going on? And like they deleted or killed C20 or whatever. But now the real push, the muscle, because I forgot, what's her name?
B-15?
B-15. She's like looked at as like the leader of the pack. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like now that she's like y'all gotta understand, like, they've been programmed since they was little, and to see them switch up this fast, like, oh, I want to know the truth. Yeah. Oh my God, it's over for Renslayer. She gotta tell the truth, man.
So my thought came back as I was watching this.
Thought came back. Let's go.
No, you know how Marvel, we've talked about it. Like they kind of hinted at like racism in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and like grief in WandaVision. I feel like this kind, like especially this scene, kind of reminded me of making sure people question authority. You know,
true.
Not always taking it at face value.
Ask why.
Yeah.
It's okay to ask why.
It's important to be a white kid and question things, you know, just not take it. And that's what Mobius was doing, you know. And I think it's kind of badass. I think it's kind of underestimated that he actually switched the temp pads. That's a big deal. He didn't know what was going to happen to him if he was found out or whatever, you know. Like,
he just wanted to know the truth.
Yeah, his quest for the truth meant more than just, you know,
what would happen to him?
Going with the flow and just, all right, I am what I am. Let's keep this going. That type of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's just really important. It speaks a lot to his own character, you know.
That speaks volumes because, like, maybe an episode and a half ago, he was the same person that was like, we don't ask why around here.
Yeah.
We just do what we do, and, you know, that's how it's always been, you know?
Well, and that's why Loki told him the biggest lie in this entire place that you've heard is the lies that you're telling yourself. And that's just, I mean, the writing in this show is just so good. Like, the foreshadowing and everything, it's just so good. Paul Loco said, I think you're right about Mobius being curious. I think all the circles on Renslayer's table were made by Mobius, but he keeps getting his memory wiped for always being nosy. So you think he does remember those? And is like, why don't I remember those?
I think
there's something going on?
I think you guys might be onto something because, like, she had to remind him that he made those, like,
every time
imprints. And I feel like she kind of uses the drink thing as a way to kind of, like, you know, make him not worry about, like, stuff he shouldn't be asking about. You know?
Yeah, she's like, you don't want another drink? And he's like, I've had two already, haven't I? I wonder if there's something in the drink.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Like, literally drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. There's a in there. What do you think about Renslayer? Like, how bad it is that she literally was just talking about their friendship. Like, I was rewatching the scene, and she really went hard on their friendship, telling him, like, she didn't want anything to happen to him. A friendship like theirs is uncommon and worth fighting for. You know, what does it speak to her character for just turning on him?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Renslayer is the one that's really out here looking like the god of mischief, man. Yeah. She really is. Is Renslayer a Loki? What if Renslayer is the Loki variant? Boom. Because she is the one that's causing all the real chaos, and our Loki and Sylvie is just trying to, like, live their lives.
Yeah.
What if Renslayer is Loki? Wow.
Mind blown.
Wow. What do y'all think about that?
Oh shit.
Oh my God. She could be, man. What if she's a Loki and she's ashamed of it, so she created the TVA to try to, like, kill all the Lokis and eradicate all the Lokis?
Damn. That's a hardcore vendetta.
I mean, because we don't really see her, like, strong against any other protagonist that's came around and, like, you know, messed up stuff in a time, other than Loki. She's, like, really, like,
and especially
like,
Sylvie.
we've seen the case when she chased her as a kid and she was unsuccessful. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she's obsessed with Loki. Whether she, like, admits it or, like, says it or not, she's obsessed with Loki.
Well, it reminds her of her greatest failure. Who wants to deal with that, you know?
Yeah.
Damn.
Over and over.
John W. said the evil laugh when Sylvie cut the head of a timekeeper. We all felt that laugh, though. That was just,
That was like 30, 40, 100 years in the making. She was ready for that moment. She took it.
Yeah. He also said, I don't think it's a Loki, Renslayer. Interesting.
We don't know.
We dealing with a new power level Cap dealing with time.
Yeah. You right. You right. You do got a point. Because that's the same thing I said. Whatever this new foe enemy is, like, obviously something is real about it if, you know, the Loki's powers don't work, you know, in the TVA construct building or whatever the hell it is, you know. So it is some divine power of the universe. We just trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? What if it's like a nullifier? You know, what if it's like a power nullifier? We don't know.
That is true. I loved his acting like throughout this whole episode, but especially
Who's acting?
Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, okay.
Loki. I just loved his acting. You know, talking about himself being a pathetic worm and blah blah blah. Like he's really coming down on himself, and I feel like we talked about earlier, he's just really self-realizing a lot of things, and there's just a lot of growth going on with him, especially within this episode, going back and seeing like a different perspective of the things he did to Lady Sif, and just here in this moment with Mobius right before he shows up, you know, just kind of figuring out like who he really wants to be. And I feel like he's just been beaten down so much with, you know, you can't be who you want to be, you can't do that, you can't do this, and all of a sudden he's just like, fine, I accept it, and Mobius is like, no, you were right. You know,
Mobius is like, mind blown. I had a jet ski in the 90s.
Right.
That's Mobius this whole time. Can you do me a quick favor? Can you grab the charger before we go dead from the computer? But like what Miss M was saying, you know, the character development between Tom Hiddleston's character and Owen Wilson, it is amazing up until the point until he get his ass zapped. Like, when they showed up back to the TVA and all the agents was there in front of them waiting, I was like, my smile instantly went to a no. Like, I was like, man, we finally got Mobius on the team, because I feel like, I feel like Mobius on the team with the Lokis can easily solve this case of the timekeepers and all this stuff. But Renslayer was there to quickly zap his ass. So, and I don't think Mobius is dead, like you said. I don't think he's dead. I just think whatever this is, it's putting him. I don't know. It's kind of hard to answer. And you look at her face. She has no regret about doing this. She's just like, she told them. She was the one that said, get his ass.
Prune him.
She was like, forget my friend. You know that conversation we just had over whiskey? Forget that. Prune his ass. Like, she had no emotion. She is evil. But
she also couldn't look at it happen. I just realized she turned away when he actually got pruned.
Oh my God.
Do you think she truly just believes in all, like, I mean, I know when the timekeepers, you know, whatever, the head got cut off, she didn't look surprised. Yeah. But do you think she just truly believes in everything that happens? Oh. And, you know, just like to that hardcore of a you know, belief? Or
I feel like she's kind of forced to do this. Because I honestly, after all this, I don't think she's a bad character.
You think so?
I don't think she's just evil and bad. I think she's really just somebody that's forced into doing what she's doing, and like she don't have a choice. Somebody else is pulling the strings, you know. I hate to reveal it to you guys. Renslayer is not the big whole bad in this series. There's somebody higher than her that's like making her do all this stuff. Because y'all gotta think about this too. Renslayer, if you've been chasing a Loki since they were a kid, you kind of set yourself up if you take two Lokis to the timekeepers. Yeah. That's literally what they wanted the whole show, was to be in front of the timekeepers.
Yeah, why not prune them separately?
Yeah. So like, she kind of set herself up with that one.
Yeah.
You know, because like this Sylvie, she's been wanting to like get inside the TVA her whole life, and like just fuck shit up. Loki is just now learning about the TVA, and he want to go in there and fuck shit up. So like, she had to know, like, after years of studying both Lokis, she had to know that, like, come on. Well, she probably didn't expect, what was it, B12, B20?
B15 or C20?
B15. She probably didn't expect B15 to come in and, like, sabotage the whole thing. But, like, you just gotta have more awareness if you like that, Renslayer. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like Renslayer knew that they were robots. You know? And you can't fool. It's really hard to fool one Loki, yet two Lokis. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they walked in there, they was not scared at all. They didn't bow down. They weren't like, oh. They was like, lizards.
Go ahead, kill
Fuck
me.
These lizards. Fuck yeah. They went to fucking work. They didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know, man. It's something. Renslayer got to know better than that. She got to know better. She had to know, like, that was going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. John W. said she might have been raised in the TVA to keep everyone under mind control, Renslayer.
She could. I wonder what's going on. What are they using to wipe everybody's memories? Because if everybody's a variant and like they don't know what's going on, like is it a daily process that they get? Like I want to know what's going on with that.
Well, we haven't seen anybody's memory get wiped. Maybe they'll reveal that in the next episode, like how that happens or what they need to do for that process.
Yeah.
For sure. John W. said, I can't wait to see who's pulling the strings. Me too.
Me too.
Seriously.
And I'm wondering if you guys go back and watch the episodes, I'm wondering what do these signs mean, like behind the timekeepers. I got a feeling like these signs and the colors and stuff like that, they got like some deeper meaning. You know, I don't know if we're dealing with, you know, a magic person or I don't know. I don't understand what's going on.
You mean the sign that like C-15 saw before she decided to rush into here? Which sign?
No, see like these little red signs. If you guys go back in the episode and watch the signs behind the lizards, you can see like they like resemble something. So if you guys know what that is, let us know in the chat. But man, this is crazy.
This whole scene was crazy. Like Paul Loco said in an interview, Owen Wilson said he likes episode 5, so he has to come back. That's exciting.
It is.
That is exciting. I hope he does.
Get my man his jet ski, man, please.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to say B-15 got knocked the hell out in the first 3 seconds. And
I'm gonna know how to fight. I think I told you that during the scene.
I was like, oh my god, man! Like, what the hell? Like, that was the quickest knockout I've ever seen.
Literally the only timekeeper that doesn't know how to fight
Jesus
or whatever
Christ.
they are. Yeah.
Oh my god.
John W. said he thinks Renslayer's loyal to whoever is running the show. That's accurate.
See, even in the fight scene, why is Renslayer not trying to like protect the timekeepers or like try? You know, she's like standing there looking. You know.
Well, she knows. I think she has to know, right?
Like so she knows. So you're in agreement with me? She knows the timekeepers aren't real.
She had to have known because she didn't look shocked. Like, oh my god, you know, you just cut his head off.
Yeah.
So she had to have known that much at least, but the rest of it, I mean, and it's interesting because I feel like only seen scenes up to this far. You know, like this is one of the earlier scenes that they released in one of the teasers early on. We probably haven't really seen much from episode 5 and 6. So I think all of us knew this part was coming, but as far as the rest of it, I mean, we literally have no idea what's coming in 5 and 6.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. John W. said, who's the captain of this boat? Because if she's losing control of the TVA, and that's why she froze up when she saw Sylvie. Sylvie probably reminded her of herself when she was younger. That's ambitious and just strong-willed, right? I do love how she punched the shit out of her. It wasn't hard enough, obviously, because she comes back and gets Loki, but yeah, I love that punch, and it just knocked her out.
Yeah, I just want to say the quality of this episode was A1, like AF.
Yeah.
You know, like it just looked so beautiful. Like the design, like everything just looked so amazing. Like it just really looked great. The detail, even the beginning when they went to Asgard. Oh my god, it looked so beautiful. Oh. Give that visual effects man a raise, Marvel. Please.
Right.
This looks so beautiful. The colors in the show, everything looks just so beautiful.
I mean, I know they had more time to work on it than all of the other series, and it just really showed. Like, their editing was on point. I mean, especially after we watched the WandaVision, the updated end trailer, where it's like they kind of messed up on some editing and then re-messed up again.
What do you guys think is going on with that? You know, so if you guys haven't heard, like, I guess Marvel went back and tampered with the post-credit scene from WandaVision. I guess added new stuff, so, like, man, wow.
Yeah.
We got, like... Is Marvel really messing with us, like, right now? Like, what's going on with that?
I low-key did really think that it was, side note, it was, like, White Vision or somebody when I saw the, whatever that was, just kind of, like, going down or whatever, the trees. It's misleading, and like Emergency Awesome said, I hope that the editor doesn't get fired.
Yeah. Because
it can cause a lot of people to talk about it.
You can't go back and do stuff like that with the Marvel Universe, man. Somebody's always watching, you know.
Right.
They're always watching.
So let's talk about the end scene. My last comments on it.
Which one? We talking about the regular scene or the post-credit?
Post-credit. But before we do, TYB Nico said, new to the stream, amazing episode, and love the channel so far.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the #1 live stream on the internet. Thank you for joining the family. Join the Discord. Link in the description below.
Yeah, but let's talk about the end credit scene.
So when Loki got erased, man, I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, oh! It gave me that episode 4 feeling that I was hoping for and like waiting for. And man, I was like, what the hell? Like even watching it back on the playback, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because this episode for me went by so fast and it was good. I wasn't like, oh, you know, just this episode was great. And the one person we didn't see that I'm not like letting off the hook just yet, Miss Minutes.
Yeah.
We didn't see no Miss Minutes this episode. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, you gotta keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that in mind.
I wonder if she's behind. You think she could be behind all of it?
She could.
I wonder how. Because, I mean, she's kind of powerful that she can jump into real life and then jump back into a computer. And
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a big deal.
It really is. So keep your eyes on Miss Minutes.
TYB Nico said people are saying that all the variants are going to team up on the TVA. That's what I think as well.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all going to turn.
Oh, yeah. Wherever all the variants are right now, they're going to come back.
Well, yeah.
They're going to come. I think they're all going to come back into the TV. I think, there's my prediction for, I don't know what episode, but this is going to happen in one of the episodes, whether it's 5 or 6. We're going to see all the Lokis from the universe that they wiped out and been taken out for all these years come back to the TVA and like burn that shit to the ground. Or like just really like do some multiverse like yeah, like y'all seen the timelines going crazy when Sylvie dropped all those time resets?
Oh, yeah.
You know? And what was it, episode 2 or 3?
Yeah, and they seem to have fixed all of that real quick.
But when all these Lokis show up, oh my God, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. It's over. It is over.
Especially if they can get all of the timekeeper workers or whatever to understand that they're variants too.
Oh.
You know, that's what I thought you were talking about at first.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh
when they realize, like, holy shit, I was a variant too. I mean, I don't know how Sylvie's going to show him without taking him outside of the portal or whatever because her magic doesn't work there. But, I mean, if she can find a way or help them believe it or understand it, man, it's over. It's a wrap. John W. said Miss Minutes could be a shapeshifter. She's probably a scroll.
Could be a scroll. We have scrolls confirmed in the MCU.
We did see a scroll in this episode too. They were being booked at the very beginning.
Oh, really?
I think when Loki walked in, there was a scroll at the desk. I just caught that earlier when they were flashing back. John W. said, "Did y'all see the Komodo dragon on the Loki helmet?"
I did not. Good
catch.
Good catch, bro. Good catch.
What do you think that's tying to?
I don't know. To be honest. But what I want to say about this episode, and I haven't said this about any episode that's came out on Disney Plus as of yet. This was like the best post-credit scene I've ever seen, so far.
So jaw-dropping?
Yes. Like, this post-credit scene, I was like, mouth all the way open, like, like, just like, oh my God. Like, because, like, I thought we seen the most out of the Lokis that we would see by now. Because, like, we seen, what was it, the first Loki in the plane. Who was
John
he?
Dillinger. But that was just a side thing. You're talking about, like...
John Dillinger? What was it? It wasn't John.
Sorry, not John Dillinger. The guy that stole the money and jumped out of the plane. I can't think of his name.
Let us know his name in the chat. But we seen that Loki. We seen another Loki. We seen Pompeii Loki. Well, it was the same Loki. They went back in time and like
Loki, technically Sylvie Loki, but we still haven't seen President Loki.
Yeah, we seen Kid Loki. So I was kind of like, I guess I thought I understood like the Lokis we would see like for the rest of the episodes. But when I seen that post credit scene, I was like, oh my God, we getting all the Lokis, man. Like, we not just getting like a teleprompter, like quick little view. And I feel like that was like a little sneak peek of what was to come like in future episodes.
Well, there's
like,
a season 2.
Yeah, so it's like, man, we finna have a Loki verse really soon.
Oh man.
We finna have us a Loki verse coming real soon.
I wouldn't mind that. I love Tom Hiddleston.
Oh my God. I love Sylvie. I love all these Lokis so far. Even the kid, I love her.
Yeah, she was great too as a child actor. I mean, damn.
Yeah, she fooled Renslayer.
She sure did, damn. TYB Nico says, around the middle of the episode, Mobius said that they've caught Loki's Tatian scroll and most importantly, vampires. It's a Mobius and Blade connection.
Oh,
good
nice.
catch.
Good catch, man. Good catch. That's why you're here. That's why we got you here, man. Good catch. Thank you for informing us on that knowledge, man.
John W. said, this is why we don't got mutants in the X-Men, because the TVA keeps stopping everything. Oh, so if you wipe out the TVA, you think they're going to bring in mutants and X-Men and just opens the door for all of that?
You wipe out the TVA, anything is possible. But the interesting thing for me to see, because like now that we kind of see already that Loki he's kind of out of his ruling phase. Like he isn't like evil. He doesn't really care about ruling. I don't really see, even at the end of this series, once we get all the answers about the TVA, I don't see Loki trying to go and like rule something. I really feel like Loki is like just really like taking a look in the mirror like for the first time in his life and like really trying to fix himself like from the inside out. Mm-hmm. So I'm really curious to see like his progression or like man, like just when you think a character is developed, just because you've seen them through so many movies, Marvel figures out a way to develop them even more, and it's so beautifully like just this is beautiful what we're seeing. I say this about every series around about this time, like
it's
episode
art.
4. It is beautiful. It is like art in motion, and it's a thing of beauty. And I'm just excited. And I really want to know who the big bad is, because like I don't think Loki, like after this, he's not gonna be the same. We even see him like maybe falling in love, with himself.
Is that a bigger metaphor? Now that you say it that way, is that a bigger metaphor?
Love yourself.
Yeah, for figuring out like who you really are and who you want to be and loving yourself, after self-loathing for so long and being so narcissistic. I mean, could that, I feel like that's just a bigger metaphor for him falling in love with himself, is just, learning to love yourself.
Do we all need to meet our own selves in like different like multiverse in order to love ourselves?
That would be some shit.
It would be.
It
would be.
Go to talk to past versions of you and be like, why'd you do that? Why were you like that?
Man.
The things you can change if you
Marvel might be talking about some stuff that we don't know we got access to knowledge to, you know what I'm saying? Marvel.
The deeper meaning.
Hey, for real. You ain't lying. Wow.
So final thoughts on the episode.
I think this is the best episode yet.
Favorite episodes? Oh, you just said best episode.
Best episode of this series. I'm not ready to say it was my favorite that we've seen thus far. I still gotta go with Falcon Winter Soldier episode 4 because I still have nightmares about that, man. When John Walker was brutally massacring that man with the shield. Oh my God.
That was a pivotal.
I couldn't sleep that night. I couldn't sleep. I mean, this Loki episode was really really good. Like, what do you guys think? What do you like? Is this you guys' favorite episode of the series so far? What do you guys rate it? This is my favorite episode, but I still gotta go with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, that was
a hardcore scene.
Man, oh my God.
That's true.
I feel like Marvel literally told these directors, like, okay, you guys can do whatever you want to do with the show, but by episode 4, we need that real shit. We need that shit that people pay for Disney Plus for.
Oh, that's true.
We need that. So by episode 4, get your stuff together. And they got it together. Like each of these directors.
Do you remember Wanda episode 4? That's what I was just thinking. I'm like,
I don't, but we can like look it up right quick.
Oh no, you're good. I was just curious. I'm like, we remember Falcon and Winter Soldiers. We remember the Loki one now, but I don't remember Wanda's episode 4.
Well, Wanda was kind of different too because they had like 30-minute episodes, 20 minutes, and it was like
it was based on like series, like in the different.
And it had
decades. That's true.
I think they had like 9 episodes too.
It's an unfair comparison, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So what about like?
What?
Is this your favorite? How would your
favorite
what are your
of the
thoughts?
series so far?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just because there's so much going on. I mean, I've loved the series. You thought the series was kind of slow. I love the series the entire time because I just love character development. I love learning about the different characters and the story behind them. So I've loved the series the entire time. This is definitely my favorite one so far. And if Owen Wilson's over there talking about episode 5 being his favorite, I mean, I can't even wait to see that one. I think it's only going to get better. It's only gonna get better.
Oh my God.
John W. said he thought the timekeepers were real because of how good the CGI looked just for them to trick me at the end.
Man.
We all felt that though. I thought they were real for a second.
The production quality is A1.
It's not. I'm just glad it wasn't something stupid like the Mandarin.
Yeah.
And Iron Man. That really pissed me off.
Yo, I literally thought we were seeing like the next villains of like Phase 4.
Right?
Like when I was looking at the timekeepers, I'm like really sizing them up. I'm like, okay.
New Thanos' and
I'm like, okay.
That's scary though.
I'm like, okay, he kind of look a little. But what's his real power though?
Yeah.
But then when like, you know, what was the interesting part about like one of the scenes with the timekeepers? When she threw whatever she threw and like took off one of the timekeepers' heads, the other ones were laughing.
Yeah, they were just kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell is really going on? Like, do they know that this is a troll? Or like, you know? And like, even before like she was finna go off on the other ones, they were like, wait, we need to tell you, you know, like. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's something really going on here.
Right.
It's really something going on. But you guys let us know your thoughts in the chat. What are your theories about these timekeepers, man? We gotta figure it out. We gotta get to the bottom of this.
You think we'll know by next episode or or final?
Final episode, I think, is definitely gonna reveal it all. And the fact that they already renewed this for a season 2, like, I mean, they knew what was coming. Marvel's smart. They knew what was. They knew they had this heat. They knew that they was sitting on this heat the whole time, and like they just been loading up the clip and just. Here y'all go. Here y'all go.
I really think. What do you think, or do you think that they're gonna carry over like the reveal of the timekeepers into not episode? What's it called? Season 2, or do you think we'll find out who they are by episode 6? And would you be upset if you had to wait till season 2 to find out?
Oh, would I be upset? Hell yeah. But would I wait? Hell yeah. I think we're gonna find out who they are by episode 6, but you gotta keep this in mind too as well. By episode 6, we're moving into fucking Marvel movie territory. You know what I'm saying? So like, however they end this series is like the opening for all the movies that we're about to see. Like this whole year, just this year alone.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? For y'all that live under the rock, we got Shang-Chi coming up. We got Eternals, Spider-Man, all this year. All this year. Venom doesn't really connect, but still, all this year. So, they were smart by putting this Loki at the end. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought they was hyping it up a little too much, but now, you know, it's here, and I'm like, oh, man. Oh.
Now you know why?
Oh, my God.
Is that your Mickey Mouse impression?
Oh no! I just literally feel like a kid, like watching these shows, and I'm like, and it's just a great feeling to have, and it's just a great thing that a studio can like do this to you, man. Like,
well, our generation really was the one that grew up with Marvel. You know, we've seen these from what was it, First Avenger, to now. You know, we've seen the time, not the timeline, but the evolution of all of these movies, and so I feel like for us, it's paying off the most. Like for our generation that started with the very first ones. And it's been fun. I can't even wait to see like the phase 4 and all that they're gonna do going forward. But man, it's been fun so far.
Oh my God,
that's for sure.
It has definitely been a rise. It's been a rise so far. We loving what we seeing so far. We go get to our early predictions for the next episode, and you guys, you know, if you don't know what time it is, it's time for you guys to drop your predictions in the next episode. We also will keep the conversation going inside of the Discord. So if you're not a part of the Discord, join the Discord. Link in the description below. But my early predictions for next week's episode. I think Loki is our Loki, the variant Loki that we have. I think we're finally gonna get that president scene where he's trying to prove that he's the most knowledgeable Loki. And like all the Loki should listen to him. And I think it's going to be a challenge, but I think we're going to get a lot of more information about the timekeepers from the different Lokis.
You think the other Lokis have met the timekeepers?
They had to, because they've all been obliterated by the little banishing thing.
You think every time they got obliterated it was in front of the timekeepers? It had to be?
Yeah, if at that post credit scene there are that many Lokis in that one place, like what would put them all in that one place?
That's us assuming too that they all go to the same place. Huh. Interesting.
I mean, because before this show, we never seen two Lokis in the same place. But Loki gets fucking... Our Loki gets fucking banished. And when he wakes up, he sees himself. He's like, oh, am I in hell, heaven? They're like, no. You're here with the rest of us.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think, you know, all the... man, they got these Lokis fucked up. That's what's really going on. They got these Lokis fucked up. And they really finna do some shit. You know, they really finna, man. Whew. So yeah, my prediction for next week's episode, I think the Lokis are all gonna band together. And they're gonna figure out how to get back to the TVA. I think we're gonna get more information about Renslayer and Sylvie's history. And I don't think we're gonna see them connect again, Sylvie and our Loki, until episode 6 with all the other Loki. Like, I feel like man, don't WandaVision us. Well, they can't WandaVision us. Like, Falcon and Winter Soldier had a pretty good, solid ending too. That was a great ass ending. Shout out to Falcon and Winter Soldier once again. I always shout out Falcon and Winter Soldier because I love that series.
It was John W's favorite too.
But being that this show got to finish the way it wanted to finish, I think episode 6 is gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be crazy, and I can't wait for it. But we gotta do episode 5 first.
I think episode 5 is gonna be good too.
Yeah.
So we won't be disappointed. Before I get into my predictions, John W said if the ending gives up a big jump in MCU Phase 4 with multiple ending credit scenes like WandaVision, then this will be my new favorite. That's true. You think it'll be 1 or 2 post credit scenes to finish it off?
Give us 3.
I'm down for that.
Marvel, please answer my wishes. Answer my wishes and give us a last episode 2 hours.
Oh, God.
Give us a 2-hour last episode, or give us 3 post-credit scenes, or both, please. Please.
You really think they could, though? Like, would you want to sit there for 2 hours of explanations?
Yes.
Because that's all you'd have at this point. You didn't even like 3 episodes of explanations.
If I know it's the end, I'm sitting through and I'm riding with it.
No, that's true.
Just like WandaVision. I wanted WandaVision to have a 2-hour ending. It should have.
Yeah, it
honestly should have.
Well, it didn't need to, but it would have helped.
Yeah.
For sure. TYB Nico said, I think episode 6 end credits will reveal Kang the Conqueror and his connection to the series and the entry of the new Ant-Man. Ooh.
Yeah. I gotta double check. Somebody in the chat, look for me. When does the next Ant-Man come out?
No, it's next year, I think.
Is it next year or is it 2023?
I know Guardians was 2023.
Yeah. I mean, but they'll be out sooner than later. But just with this,
you're right.
Just with this show in general, it's so curious for me to see how they're setting all these things up, and even like doing the movies that they're doing, because like Eternals is about to tell us like a whole completely different story from Loki. You know.
Now that you say that, that's interesting because they talk about this citadel, this, where the TVA is located, that city, as being the end of time, right before the heat, whatever, destroys the universe, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Then Eternals is going to take it all the way back.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
To find
like,
out.
For Marvel to take on, like, these 2 huge concepts at once in 1 year, like one in the show and one in the movie, along with the whole stuff that you already established, like... Bruh, give these guys a raise. Give these guys a raise at the studio. How do you handle all of that?
The writers, the creative
writers.
My
God. Wow.
They do deserve a raise, that's for sure. Yeah. John W. said, my prediction for the next episode will be Sylvie trying to figure everything out while Loki finds a way to break everyone out, and the ending will be Loki reunited with Sylvie in the TVA. And a voice plays through the TVA speakers in every hall and room with a scary voice, and hearing footsteps as the real villain reveals himself as the show closes. Damn, why don't you go right for them, John? I
think John is Loki an insider.
Right.
John is our Marvel insider. Outside of the Marvel Studios, he just listens to see what's going on, and he writes it down and reports to us every week. So Shout out to John, our official insider.
I like that prediction.
That's like kind of spot on with my prediction too. I'm right there with you, John.
Yeah, great minds think alike for sure. Do you think Sylvie could figure out a way to break them out versus Loki figuring a way to get them out?
Yeah, they're gonna have to work together.
What information do you think she's gonna get?
I think she's gonna get some kind of information from Renslayer, and she's gonna know that she's gonna learn that Loki's not dead. You know, she's gonna. I mean, because they never did. They really say what those zap things do?
They said you get pruned.
Yeah, they didn't really explain that. They just they said they wipe you from reality, right? But what they didn't say is that they put you in a different reality. Nobody said that. We didn't know that.
Limbo. Because he asked, "Am I dead?" and they said, "Not yet." So I wonder if it's like limbo, right before you die, you know, or you, in this case, get pruned or whatever that means. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious to know what the process is. Like, I mean, do you have like a 24-hour hold to decide if you want to go back or not? You know?
Yeah.
That whole process, I'm interested in finding out. Do you think we'll have any more cameos or special appearances?
Yeah, I think we still got some more cameos to go. Don't ask me who, because I have no clue at this point. I didn't think Lady Sif was going to pull up, but she did. And
anybody could have predicted
the
her.
way that they used her was great, phenomenal. She looked like she hasn't aged since the first Thor. Like, Jesus, that was...
Yeah.
Excuse me, wow.
Paul Loco said, I predict Mobius is a Loki variant and meets Loki in that new place. The final battle with Miss Minutes. We saw Miss Minutes go in a computer in episode 2, so could she have been the voices of the Timekeepers? Oh, that's true. She could be controlling them.
Good theory.
But where the hell does she come from? Is she in the comics?
I don't know.
I don't know enough about the comics.
You guys let us know in the chat.
Is she the first character that's not in the comics?
Yeah. Is Miss like, man, we just literally spoke about this, like them creating a whole new character that, you know. And like at the end, on the end credits, she is in the end credits, Miss Minutes. She's on the end credits for this latest episode. She's like when they're showing the names, like she's like in the background doing something. Oh,
I thought you meant the credit scene, the ending scene, with the variants.
Yeah, no, not the post credit scene, but in the end credits, she was like doing something, you know.
Huh. What do you predict with her is gonna end up being?
Miss Minutes is Ultron's daughter. That's the prediction.
Daughter of Ultron.
That's daughter of Ultron. Rises. You know what I'm saying?
Ultron daughter, like Loki daughter. Loki daughter.
And she's a Loki variant. Miss Minutes is a Ultron Loki variant.
It would follow with all the bad dads. The whole theme in Marvel. Oh my gosh.
For real. It really would.
Paul Loco doesn't know if Miss Minutes is in the comics or not, but the voice actress said she has a bigger part coming soon.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's so many twists. It's so many twists and turns throughout this series, and like, you know, we could be throwing these predictions out all day, but you know, we don't know what the hell is going on. We like before we all seen this episode, we didn't know none of this shit was gonna go on. Like none. Like I don't want to. Like nobody predicted that, you know, Mobius would get zapped and Loki in the 4th episode.
In one episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Let alone the 4th.
Nobody predicted like they would kill the Timekeepers in this episode, and like, I mean, people like kind of on to like, you know, who's really behind. Like we've been waiting to see like this whole like series, but nobody knew it was gonna go the way it went, like 100%. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it.
Maybe not every step. I think a lot of people were skeptical and sus about the Timekeepers actually being real.
Yeah.
I think it was John or Paul Loco. One of them said they had me going like I thought the Timekeepers were real, only for them to reveal that they were fake in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people thought they were real. I think everybody was just like, all right, what are these guys gonna do? But then they used no powers. That was kind of the giveaway for me. I'm like, if you really wanted to, why do you need a little stick to zap these guys? You could, as the Timekeepers, the keepers of all time, I would think you'd have to have some kind of like power,
something,
you know, to be able to take people out. But that was kind of where I was like, that's it. Like, these are the guys. They just kind of look like Halloween costumes that somebody put on.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody could have, you know, predicted the entire outcome of the episode. It was a great episode.
I just want to say that was great CGI for characters that didn't matter. For characters that didn't matter and aren't gonna, like, we're assuming they're not gonna be a part of the MCU going forward. That was great CGI.
But I think that's important.
That was great.
Yeah.
Give him a raise. Give the CGI guy a raise. That was beautiful.
You think the same editors that did the graphics and stuff for WandaVision are the same ones that did it for Loki? Because they totally redeemed themselves if they did.
Yeah.
The screw up at the end.
I mean, Marvel keeps an in-house team, so I'm pretty sure they see one person doing good and one thing like, hey, you know, you work on this project too, you know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they do. Sprinkle people around. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait for episode 5.
Man. But yeah, man, we'll keep the party going in the Discord. You guys, I appreciate you guys tuning with us. We got the week for these reaction videos. Man, it's so wonderful to have just a community of like-minded people that are interested in the same stuff. You know, always aspiring to be the best people we can be. And just being fucking Marvel, you know, enthusiasts. You know, because what you guys don't know is, and I'm letting you in on a secret here, we watched F9 over the weekend. Horrible! Like we predicted in our reaction video. Horrible! I don't know if y'all want me to do a reaction, if y'all want us to do a reaction video to the movie, because we actually seen it. Yes, we paid $10 to go actually see F9 and that trash. Ugh. And to see that trash compared to this, oh my God. It is just a thing of, it is, you don't appreciate like theater and like just TV and movies until you see something really, really bad. Until you see something really, really bad. And that bad was F9 over the weekend. But if y'all want us to do an official reaction, do it.
Let us know.
Let us know. But we just really appreciate you guys and just the stuff that Marvel's doing. So big shout outs to Marvel. Big shout outs to everybody at Marvel. Big shout outs to everybody staying up late with us, knowing that they got work, school, feeding their pet hamster, you know, in the morning. Like, we really appreciate that, man. We really appreciate the love. And we just got to keep the love going, man. We keep rising. Each stream, I feel like greater and greater and better. But I also feel sadder and sadder knowing that it's almost the end to, like, another series. So, but, like I said, we always keep the party going no matter if it's a series, a movie, or whatever. We just got to keep going. And did you say your prediction already?
I was honestly trying to think of a prediction. I don't think you'd notice, but I was trying to
we noticed. We noticed, Miss Mim.
I was trying to think of a prediction, but before I try to think of one, John W. said I was like, why are the timekeepers just sitting there watching, eating popcorn, not doing anything? If they were all powerful, they could just wave their hand and erase them. That's so true.
That's what I said.
Seriously.
And that's what I said. Like, when she took out one of the first timekeepers, like, they just was like,
yeah.
You know? It was like, it was funny.
It was.
You know? Like, it wasn't like, like, they weren't like, oh my God. Like, you know, they weren't like super powerful people that were like, nah, you can't do that, you know?
Well, it's interesting because it was kind of a Mandarin moment, but the Mandarin moment came at the very end of the Iron Man trilogy, whereas this is coming in episode 4. Yeah. So it's funny in that sense, and it might even be like tying back and like making fun of them, the fact that they did that way. But they're like, okay, now let's get down to business. Now we're really going to tell you who it is. I honestly think it's Miss Minutes. I think whatever Miss Minutes is or does or however she was created, I feel like she has to be the all-powerful being. I mean, to be able to jump through time, essentially, between an old-ass computer and present day, you know, in the future, I think that's kind of powerful. That's true time travel. And how that's created, I mean, something I can't, you know, comprehend at this point, 2 a.m. But, you know, that's what I want to find out. I want to know what she is behind it. I think she's going to be the ultimate villain in the end.
Ultron's daughter. Ultron's daughter is the real villain of this series, guys. You guys stay tuned. You know, it's not... Like, Marvel has this big tendency on, like, you know, kind of putting things in our face. You know, so, like, even though Renslayer is super sus right now, it could be Miss Minutes that's, like, really the big bad and, like, really controlling everything. You know, she knows all the rules and stuff, really. Like, she explains how everything goes down, you know? So, it's like, you know, her and Renslayer are, like, the leading knowledgeable people in the whole TVA thus far that we've seen. So,
most powerful.
I just, man, I don't know where this show is going, but I'm happy for where it's going.
That's what Paul Loco said. He said, "I'm so happy we won't have to wait for the next Marvel project. I won't be like Tyrone Biggums after Loki."
Hey, for real, man. Hey, but we might be like Tyrone Biggums after the series. Well, actually, no, we won't because we got the movies coming out. Black Widow's coming out. What else is coming out? What If in August.
Oh, the What If series.
But honestly, after that, we don't know what show we got.
No, shows won't be for a while. I think the Marvels.
But I honestly think Marvel is just waiting. Like they got all this shit ready, but they want us to digest one show at a time. So when Loki episode 6 comes out, we're gonna see a preview for like whatever the next show is. Like,
yeah,
you know, I think they're at a point right now where they got them cooking and like, you know.
The next show or the next movie? You don't think it'll tie into like Spider-Man or Doctor Strange or Ant-Man?
I think we're gonna have to look because the way Marvel is doing it, they want us to see things first, you know, before. Like they want us to see stuff the way they want us to see them. So. You know, we're going to see the movies that's supposed to be coming out and, like, slated. But we're going to watch shows to fill us up on, like, whatever we're supposed to watch next. I think that's how they're going to do it, like, going forward. Versus, like, how they kind of did it this year earlier where they just released WandaVision show, released Falcon and Winter Soldier show. You know, because, like, Falcon and Winter Soldier teased Captain America 4, but Anthony Mackie said he has no idea what the hell is going on with Captain America 4.
Does he not, though?
Yeah, you can't trust these Marvel guys. No. But I think moving forward, they're going to release shows closer to, like, whatever movie is coming out.
Yeah.
Just because movies are actually coming out now.
Can't forget Shang-Chi in September, too.
It's
like opening a whole new realm.
Yeah. That trailer, oh, my God. We didn't even talk about that, but that's a whole different video, a whole different topic, man.
Right.
Man.
Paul Loco said, I want to see Loki Thor grab a TVA agent by the feet and whip him around like he did twice before. I would love to see that.
Oh my God, that'll be nice. That'll be amazing.
That'd be a good payoff. John W. said, I love how all these are in the present and not in the past.
True. Yes. Everything except for Black Widow. Everything except for that's kind of in the past.
Yeah, but it had to be.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But
man,
what else?
So leave us off with your prediction before we end the stream, and any other last predictions before we end it off. And also, like I said, join the party in the Discord so we can keep the chat going up until next week. But yeah, my prediction was, I think the Lokis are gonna band together and finally come to the TVA. But we're not gonna see that till episode 6. I think we might see a weird cameo in episode 5 too that we don't expect. A weird cameo, like from an actor that's a Loki that we don't expect to be like a Loki. Like what the fuck? He's a Loki.
Oh, like from a previous like Avengers.
Like I just think Marvel's about to cast a fucking really known actor, and he's like a Loki, and they're gonna try to tease us to see where it goes.
Really?
Like, cause we got all these random Lokis at the end, like from like regular actors. But I feel like somebody I just Marvel's finna throw like a curveball in there somewhere. They finna throw it in there somewhere.
That is
true.
Know?
So you just gotta watch out.
Before I get to my prediction, John W. asked if we're going to react to the Shang-Chi trailer soon.
Shang-Chi trailers? We can do that. We probably get back to trailers once the series are done. You guys vote in the Discord what trailers you want us to react to. But honestly, we're probably going to be reacting more to like the Marvel movies and like, you know, actually things we can like break down, like trash fucking F9. But I'm sorry. I'm trying to appreciate this goodness, but when you see a movie like F9, you just can't help but want to like pull your hair out and like just want to, you know, ask why. Mobius needed to be in fucking F9 asking like the director why is he putting this movie out. That's what needed to happen. But that's a whole different video and a whole different stream. So.
Paul Loco said Matt Damon is Loki in a play in Ragnarok, so he could be a Loki in that world from another timeline.
I think something like that will happen. I think we're going to get something like that.
That'd be kind of cool if they brought Matt Damon into this series.
I think they should. I think it's time for those Lokis to just interact.
Bring all of them in.
Yeah. And don't even explain it. Just like have us like, what the fuck? Like just don't even explain it, Marvel. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really predict what I think is gonna happen.
What is something you want to see happen?
I want to know Miss Minutes. I'm really intrigued by her. I mean, Renslayer doesn't really surprise me anymore. I mean, she's kind of like a whatever character to me at this point. But Miss Minutes is the one I really want to know about and like what she is behind all of this. Because I can't think of anybody that we've seen so far that's more powerful than her at this point.
Yeah.
So we're either going to, I think my prediction is that we're either going to find out she's really powerful and she's kind of behind all of this, or we'll kind of get an allusion to whoever is behind it and is the all-powerful or whatever behind the timekeepers. That's my prediction. We may not find out exactly who it is until episode 6 maybe, but at the very least I think it's going to start alluding to it, that you'll either know, okay, it's Miss Minutes, or it's someone else, someone completely different that we haven't even seen yet. But I don't know if this late in the series that you would introduce a character that late.
Yeah, true.
So that's my prediction for it.
My question going forward, and we can all talk about this in the Discord. Like, let me know as we end the stream. I'm gonna end y'all off with this question, and we're gonna ponder off and like figure it out and come together and try to get a solid answer. But what we seen WandaVision and how it played out, and how everything is connected to Doctor Strange. We seen Falcon and Winter Soldier, seeing how everything played out, and that's connected to whatever the Captain America movie is that's to come, whenever, right? What do you guys in the chat think Loki is directly connected to? Is it connected to Thor? Is it connected to Eternals? Is it connected to Doctor Strange? Like, what? Like, this show has to be directly connected to a movie. Knowing Marvel, they connect everything. Come on now. They connect it all. So, what do you guys think Loki is directly connected to? Like, it's easy to say, like, oh, it's connected to everything. It's the MCU. Duh. No shit. But this show has to be directly connected to whatever is coming out, like, really, really soon. It could be Spider-Man. Who knows?
I think it's either Spider-Man or the Eternals, just for the beginning of time, end of time thing I was kind of telling you about. It could be the Eternals, but it also could be Spider-Man, and it also could be Ant-Man.
Yeah.
There's just so many
options. It could be Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Oh my god, that'd be so random. But, I mean, it could. I mean...
Yo, I really hope, before we end the stream and like keep talking all night, I really hope that Bucky is in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, bro. He gotta be in there.
The White Tiger. What is he? White Tiger? White
The
Lion?
White Claw. Not the White Claw.
White
The White Wolf.
Claw.
The White Wolf. That's a bad San Francisco drink. White Claws. Not the White Claw.
Oh, God.
He's the White Wolf. But I don't know.
Paul Oka thinks it's directly connected to Thor, or says it's directly connected to Thor. That's how we get the female Thor, since we get the hammer back. Well, there we go. Thor 4.
Interesting.
Love and War, or what's it called?
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Man. Whew. I mean, it probably has to. I mean, Loki is obviously always going to have some kind of connections to Thor. So, yeah, that's a good prediction. I was going to do an off-the-wall prediction and say it's not really off the wall, but it kind of is and it kind of isn't, and say Ant-Man just because of the Kang connection. So that's kind of cheating.
Well, right? Yeah, John W. was asking about the connection to Ant-Man, and I was thinking it more of the realm of time travel because of the quantum mania and the quantum whatever it's the quantum solace or whatever it is that the quantum leap or whatever in that movie that they allude to. It has a lot to do with time travel, so it would make sense. And then everybody knows obviously that Kang, like I said earlier, was Renslayer's like love interest, blah blah blah. I don't know that it goes that deep as far as a connection, but it would make sense if it connected to Ant-Man in that way. You know. He also said, I heard a rumor about TVA being in the quantum realm, seen in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going with. We were watching the Emergency Awesome video before we saw this, so that's what got me thinking in that way. Because
there was an interesting thing that has been presented within the Loki series and within Ant-Man, the whole series, whatever. They both said that time moves differently here.
Yeah.
They both said that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, who knows, man? Who knows? We have no idea what's going on, but we just got to find out next week. And like I said, we'll keep the chat going in the Discord. It's getting late for us. We can talk all night about Marvel and just Loki and all the beautiful and wonderful things that they're giving us. But we got to catch some Z's and get out of here. For everybody that's on the playback watching this, be sure to keep the party in the chat rocking. Keep it going. Let's keep these theories going. Let's figure all this stuff out together. Let's put all these theories together. Let's put all our minds together and just like really just have a good time and just enjoy just like, you know, what we're seeing so far, man. Like I said, it's a wonderful feeling to have you guys watching with us, tuning in with us week after week. This started literally just based off of the love of us watching, you know, just these series, you know, and like we always just sit and talk about it. So like we always want to just, you know, just open the door and just talk about it with people that like to talk about it as well.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just an amazing thing, you know, to be here week after week doing this for you guys. And I'm looking forward to next week and the discussions to follow.
Paul, Loki, you a real one. He said this was a great stream. Have a good week, y'all.
Shout out to Paul, man. I think Paul been with us since WandaVision, man.
Shoot,
Shout out to Paul.
I think he has. Damn.
Shout out to Paul, man.
We appreciate
John
you.
too, John W too, and all the other viewers that we haven't mentioned as well.
Every time I see John W's name, though, I gotta say I think of John Walker. I'm just gonna say that.
He was
now.
inspired, man. He might have been inspired. That's our Marvel insider,
Yes.
John W. Man. He always come through with the theories that are like, I didn't think about that. So shout out to John, shout out to Paul, shout out to everybody that put up to the stream.
News follower TYB Nico.
Shout out to TYBW Nico, and don't forget to tell a friend about the #1 live stream. And if you have a friend that's interested into Marvel, DC, or anything comic book related, or just good movies in general, don't forget to share this stream. Let's build this community. We going to the top. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys have a wonderful week. Stay positive. Always strive to be the best people that you can be. You can be who or whatever you decide to be in life, man. Just look at me. All right? We're going to catch y'all on the next stream for episode 5. I will be streaming Thursday. If you guys want to stop by and catch up on me and see what's going on with my life. Shout out to Samuel J. Garfield. What was he at? 500 followers now?
700.
Oh my god.
720 or 7 something.
The universe Shef is evolving. So, you know what I'm saying? Just be a part of this wonderful journey. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna catch y'all next week. Appreciate everybody stopping by. We gonna catch y'all later. Peace.